Hi, my dear friends, welcome to Venus EduTech. Today I am going to tell you how to crack any interview in a smart and confident way. So let's begin the video. Number one, due to COVID pandemic, many of the interviews they are conducting virtual, right? So the interview can be either virtual or physical. If it is virtual interview, it is very important to ensure that there is no internet trouble. Your network connection should be using Wi-Fi. Using mobile, attending an interview using mobile data is not at all a good solution. So while you are attending the interview, your network connection should be properly maintained. Second important thing, while you are attending the technical interview in virtual mode, technical or non-technical interview in virtual mode, is that you should maintain a proper distance between yourself and your laptop. Using laptop is far better than using mobile to attend the interview. So it is important to note that in virtual mode, your proper distance should be maintained between yourself and the laptop, and using laptop is better than using mobile phone, and also using Wi-Fi is better than rather with mobile data, because when we are using mobile data there will be lot of trouble that connection, the video mode should not be properly, it should not be proper, so that that judges may feel awkward. So you do not make such conditions, and you should wish your judges. If it is morning, good morning ma'am, good morning sir. If it is afternoon, good afternoon ma'am, good afternoon sir, depending on the time. If it is evening, good evening, like that. Now this is about virtual mode. Now if you're attending the physical interview, you should be properly, should be look in a smart way. Smart way in the sense that doesn't mean that you should wear a lot of makeup, nothing like that. You should maintain you comb your hair properly, then you should iron your dress neatly, and while entering into the judges room, you should first wish them, depending on it is morning, evening or afternoon, anytime, and you have to, if they will definitely wish you back, and after that they will tell you to sit down, then only you should sit down. And if they are not saying, you can ask, ma'am, may I sit? Then they will definitely say, yeah, yes, you can sit. So then you sit. So that was the first step. That is a formal step I said regarding the physical appearances, either in virtual mode or technical mode, about the internet connection. That is the formal thing. Before entering into the next steps, which are very crucial, you should listen. Before that, I will tell you one thing. Many of the candidates, they are thinking that once they pass the written exam and the group discussion, many of them feel that, yeah, I passed these two rounds, then it is easy to perform for me, the interview would be easy, like that. They are taking it in a silly way, but you should not take the interview in a silly way, because the mark in the interview is very important, like that, as you performed in your written exam and group discussion. Why, I will tell you. See, many of the interviews, depending on the job position, I will say minimum of 3 to 4 judges will be there in any interview. Minimum at least 4 judges will be there, and a maximum of 7 to 8 depending on the job position, job role, organization, etc. So minimum at least 4 judges will be there in a normal interview, and those 4 judges are there to ask you different rounds in the interview. And you may wonder that why there are different rounds in the interview. Interview is just a one-step process, right? But it is not like that. One person will be there for you to ask personal questions. The other person will be there to ask you interpersonal related questions. The other will be there to ask you regarding your resume or application. And fourth one is, there will be a judge to ask you about the subject knowledge you have. So it is very important to attend the interview in a smart and confident way, as well as listening carefully. So the first question will be, introduce yourself, right? First question will be of personal round, and that is nothing but introduce yourself. When the judge asks you introduce about yourself, it also meant that it is implicit that you should mention your family as well. So how to answer this question in a proper format? Let's see. Okay, so first you have to tell your name. So you have to tell this answer to this question in a very concise, within 10 sentences, 10 simple sentences you have to say. So I will tell you the format. First, your name, my name is, or I am. Then second, you come from, I come from. Which place you come from, you have to tell. Third, I have a, regarding your experience, I have this many years of experience from this organization, as your role. Whatever your role, just mention your role. That is third sentence. Then fourth, your higher, the education educational qualification should be from the higher order. Okay, so first, if you completed any PG, you should say I have completed my PG from this university with a high score of this much marks or a percentage or CGP or anything like that. Then your UG, I have completed, fifth sentence, I have completed my UG from this university or from this college with a high score of this many marks or percentage or CGPA. Then your sixth sentence, your intermediate or plus 2, I have completed my plus 2 from this board or school with your percentage. Then seventh sentence, I have completed my 10th standard from either the name of the school or the board with your percentage or CGPA, like that. Then eighth sentence, your hobbies. My hobbies include, for example, I love traveling, I would like to travel these places, or my hobbies include gardening, watching TV, anything, whatever your hobbies are, should be in a simple sentence you have to say. The ninth and 10th sentence is nothing but about your family. They will not they will not ask to tell about your family, you have to tell. So your family consists of, ninth sentence, who all are there. My family consists of my father, mother, siblings, if any. Then 10th sentence, their occupation. For example, my father is doing so and so. My mother is a homemaker, or she's an engineer, like that. And about your siblings, my brother is studying this standard or this college. My sister is working here in this organization, like that. You can complete your 10 sentences, 10 simple sentences. So this is the proper format of introduce yourself. First your name, your place, then your experience, then your educational PG, UG, intermediate or 12th standard, 10th standard, then your hobbies, then your family members, how many members are there and what they are doing. So within 10 simple sentences, you have to answer to the question introduce about yourself. Now coming to the third step to crack the interview, any interview. So this round is actually, it's not funny, I will say. This is a very easy round as well as very tricky one. That is interpersonal round. Interpersonal round is the round that tests your logical ability or your logical thinking. They will give you, the judges will give you situation based questions. Scenario, different scenarios they will give. You have to answer accordingly with the correct attitude, with a positive attitude. You should answer those questions. So this is very important round in interview, I will say. Even though all the rounds are very important, but this, it's a little important, I will say, because through this they are testing so many things inside you, what you are thinking. So for example, scenario based, they will ask, why should we hire you? Or if you are the CEO of this company, what will you do? Like that. Situation based, there are so many interpersonal questions in Google. You have to search it and study accordingly. Not means not studying by heart, nothing like that. You should go through each question and understand yourself and say in front of the mirror, if I am facing this question, what I should say in a positive and smart and confident way. So that is the second round. Now fourth step to crack the interview, that is nothing but based on your resume or application. One judge will be there to ask you based on your resume or application. So you should make sure that your resume should be genuine. Whatever you are writing in the resume, it should be genuine. Whatever you know, only that you should write. Because for example, if you are working, if you want to work in a company, or if some company related to Python is hiring and you are writing the resume that I have done this thing in Python, I know this and this in Python, everything you are writing, and if they ask you anything related to Python and you don't know, then that will definitely make them a negative impression upon you. So to avoid that, whatever you are writing, it should be genuine, it should be truth only. Okay, for I will say, see, for example, I told you one judge will be there to ask you related to your resume or application. If you are according in the skills list, you are mentioning, see, I have a positive attitude, or I have a good leadership management. So they will ask, what is leadership, or what is your leadership skill, what do you mean by leadership? What is, if you are writing that I have a good knowledge in management level, so what is management? Or I am having a very positive attitude, then they will ask, what is positive attitude, or what are the positive attitudes in you? So even a small word or a sentence can pick it and they can ask you. So make sure that you should be genuine. Whatever you know, only with the clarity you should prepare your resume. And the format of the resume that I will take in another video. So fourth important step is about your resume or application, whatever projects are, and it's important while doing the video regarding resume, I will tell in detail. You should mention that resume should be, looking, it should be a good looking resume. You cannot send because so many resumes, I have my own experience that so many resumes were rejected because of that resume only. They didn't mention anything. Especially if you are applying for a technical company, you should mention your project related things, right? So your resume, that I will do in another video. So fourth step is to crack the interview is your resume should be in a genuine and it should be in a proper format. The last but not the least step, the fifth step to crack any interview is, I already told you, subject related round will be there. So I will not say you should be expert in that subject, I will not say, but you should be above average and you should apply accordingly whatever you know, because in your college you are studying theoretical, all theoretical experiments or theoretical, everything theoretical. 90% of theoretical knowledge you have, right? Only 10% practical knowledge you have. So whatever, they will not ask you theoretical questions, application of that they will ask. So you should be, or you should have a knowledge in such a way that you can apply whatever you studied, you can apply accordingly, because most of the companies want aspirants who can apply whatever they studied. So subject knowledge should be above average. That is the last and the important step to know to crack any interview. So these are the 5 steps to crack any interview in a smart and confident way. Once you follow these steps accordingly, I am sure that you are definitely in your desired company. Now I will share with you one experience of mine while interviewing. I interviewed almost 20 candidates and the process is going on. So I will share you one good experience I had with one of my candidates. One candidate, you should be, I will tell you, you should be genuine in the interview. You should not act. Whatever you as yourself, you have to appear in the interview. You should not overact or you should not act. You should not tell any lies in the interview. You should be genuine. One such candidate we had, and that candidate, that aspirant is a very, very genuine person. Very genuine person. He has a very good integrity. And I will not say he is expert in the subject knowledge or any other rounds, but because of his integrity, he is in. I will tell the incident. That interview process was going on. He is above average in the subject in all other rounds. I asked him, do you consider yourself as lucky or not? Why? And his answer is, ma'am, I'm not lucky. Most of the students or the aspirants will say, yeah, I am lucky, because they will overact or they will tell lie. Yeah, I am lucky because I have the opportunity to work in this I have the opportunity to attend the interview in this reputed company. Like that, most of the aspirants will say. But this candidate gave a very different and an interesting answer. That is, ma'am, I am not consider myself as lucky, because whatever I am studied, the judges are asking opposite of that. Whatever I am not studied, the judges are asking every time. Like that, a very interesting answer he said. That is integrity. He told his genuine answer. He doesn't tell any lie. He told the genuine answer. So be genuine. Always be genuine in the interview. That is most important step you should take forward in any interview. So that's all about this video. I am sure that this video will be definitely useful at any point in your lifetime. So if you want more videos like this, please comment in the description box, and I will see you in the next video with another useful content like this. Till then, have a good day and thank you.